Following the signs, hello Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, Saturn, North Node, wherever you have a Sag placement, welcome in. If this is your first time here, thank you. And I hope you enjoy this message. I'm sure there's something here for you. If you're returning, welcome back. You are still appreciated and valued here at Following the Signs. All right, guys. I wanted to actually start just before we get into any messages yet. A bit of grounding. So I've got my base chakra bowl right here. You know what, actually, I think I may have grabbed the sacral. Regardless, just a bit of a reset. Moment to pause. Anyway, let's jump in, Sag. So I have meditated on your card that I've pulled, and it appears, no, I was going to say it appears I've lost it. The bee spirit, prosperity. I had just a real glorious feeling when I first pulled that card out. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to be a busy bee for the time to come. It's a lot that the bees represent in our life, and they're hard workers. They're very diligent, and first and foremost, they're very focused. I need to compose myself, Sag, because there's a lot to say. You could feel quite like everything's a little chaotic at this time, like nothing's working, and that there's things that you want to do and that you desire. And there's some challenges that are presenting around you, but we'll get to them. Now, the bee spirit is saying to you that, you have that elixir. There's something that you are wanting to create in your life and that you are working towards that's going to bring you wealth, abundance, and prosperity to your life. Now, throughout this time, it's very important to be aware of your surroundings. If we think of honey, like that beautiful amber liquid, in some myths, it's, representing of gold, but it also represents that sweetness and that, the nice side of life. When I meditated, the message from the bee spirit to you at this time was that although it might not feel like all this work that you're currently doing is getting you anywhere, it is. You're aiming for a king queen status, Sag. And at the moment, you're like one of the worker bees. And you're needing to be reminded here that every job is important. Nothing that you're doing right now isn't going to be benefiting and pushing whatever it is you've got forward and being able to reap the benefits of what you sow, reaping what you sow. Now, also got the Saturn card here. Now, this did just come up in the Cancer reading. And, there could be a lot challenging you around you. And I did want to read from the book here. The Saturn card says that it may feel bad now, but it is going to be resolved. Saturn is the Lord of karma. And it's not that he comes in to take from us, but more to come in to help us get where we need to be, to remind us where we need to be. Back with the bee spirit, like who you align yourself with at this time is highly important. If we think of bees, they work together, they collaborate. And being around those that aren't doing that with you at this time is only going to hold you back. Now, the Saturn card also represents the Three of Swords in tarot. Something going on at the moment could just feel like, never-ending challenge, that this is going to be hard to break free from. And, when we are in that downfall of heartbreak, of being in that low energy. It is hard to see past the pain at the time. But you're really being called here, Sag, to realize that it's not meant to feel easy and it is going to challenge you. Now, I'm really getting that someone could be coming up to their Saturn return even, and there's like a quickening, and there's a lot you want to achieve. And in order to achieve these things, it comes with a bit of sacrifice. You know, you could really be feeling that pinch of like, I'm not where I want to be right now. And there's things I want to do, but I'm feeling restricted. With the Sagittarius moon, I can relate. I can relate to this. And let's get some tarot, see what's going on. Could be a lot that's ending in your life or coming to a close. And it's all necessary, even though it might not feel it right now. So let's have a look in, Sag, and see what's potentially blocking this prosperity at this time. If this reading resonates, you enjoy it, I invite you to please hit the like, subscribe, or heart, whatever you feel compelled to do. Let's get it, Sag. Straight off the bat. All right. We've got the Six of Pentacles here. And we've got this Six of Cups in the reverse. It does say to me that there's an old way of, of thinking, of feeling when it comes to giving and receiving, what you're accepting currently. And this could come with how you make your money. Like a lot of you could be very hardworking, but like feeling like a shit kicker, feeling like, I should be up there. I know more than what they know. I could do that job better. But there's like a nostalgia here too, and a tendency to get stuck in the past of like, well, this is what I've always done, and these are who I've always been around, and I don't know what's past this or what's next. I haven't experienced receiving in a different way. Is this Sagittarius's energy? Oh, got a bit that's come out there. Let's have a little browse. This could have to do with a connection that you've been in that's not feeling it's not feeling the feels. It's not feeling how you want to feel in it right now. All right, I think we're going to shuffle and just have a look at this situation. Okay. Is this something that, at one time was making you really happy, felt good? Could be children involved here, but something that was very warm for you and inspiring and uplifting. But there's a connection that is blocking this feeling. We've got here in the advice, the Emperor card. Now, the Saturn card does also speak about, coming into contact with like a fatherly figure, as Saturn is like the father of the planets. And depending on what sort of a path you are on here, Sag, this could be like someone wiser and inspiring to you that's doing what you want to do. That could really be of assistance to you here, support for you here. With our potential outcome being the Hierophant, it says to me there is like a commitment to a way of being here. Tell us more about this connection that's blocking the situation. What is this Two of Cups? Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. Someone that moves very slowly, but someone that very much doubts themselves and their path. Someone's been trying to take on too much with juggling something here with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles. What are they juggling? Ten of Cups in the reverse, Page of Pentacles, the Death card, Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Lovers. There's a choice that's been here, and it's come along with an ending. There's a depletion of fulfillment here. Something just wasn't quite enough for somebody. And it's caused like a close, something coming to a close, a lack of forward movement and a decision to be made. How does this relate to that? So there's a new opportunity to be had here. You're ready. You're ready to go. And, you could be dealing with an Aries too, but I mean, thought-wise, you're ready to be thinking a new way. You're probably doing a lot of inner work here. And, once we self-reflect and do the work, it's very hard to go back to old ways. And, you could have recently gone through something, or this is to come, but there's been an internal shift for you here. And it's like you can't go back now, can't unsee what you've seen, can't unknow what you know. And as a Sagittarius, that desire, that yearning to know more, to discover more, is calling you. Tell us about this Emperor in the advice here. How is the Emperor relate to this? Who is the Emperor? Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands. It's your energy. Six of Wands in the reverse, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the World card. There hasn't been success for you, and it appears to be with an earth sign. There's been a love that just has not come about here. Someone's pouring the cup out. I'm done, and ready for a new phase here. And I feel like this is that representation of stepping into your power, your own self-power, and understanding, like, knowing what it is you need to do, the cuts that you need to make. What's the Hierophant? And this person is going to go into, this will be their downfall. This is going to upset somebody else. This is going to have someone fighting to cling on to hope here. Even though they're probably very well aware themselves that something is not working. Nothing's growing here. There's nothing stable. It's unnourishing. And this person is becoming quite irrational. Like, they're not taking care of themselves properly. This is someone that's, not tending to the things that need to be done. And there is a call here for retraction. This person's being exposed now, or the reality of the situation is being exposed. Why is this showing up today for Sag? And we're going to grab another deck. And how does it align with your prosperity? Why is this showing up for Sagittarius? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Cups in the reverse. No enjoyment, no collaboration, no friendship. This is like something is ending here. You know, understanding, you know, the things that don't work in your life, the people that you no longer align with, that you can't relate to anymore, not on par with the things that you want to achieve in your life. You know, and now is really that time. Like this chaos, this is your call now with that. Where is he? With the Hermit, this guy here. This is you. This is you, your energy going into introspection, planning time. We're in Virgo season. Like you could really feel the need for cleaning out the closet right now, Sag. It's time to dust away the cobwebs on, you know, headspace, clearing that space for your goals and the things that you want to achieve and the necessary steps in order to do so. And with this bee spirit energy, like you have the elixir, okay? You've been gifted this from spirit, and it is something that you can achieve in your life. Like this card speaks of bringing those dreams into fruition. Closing message for you guys here, and we'll also get the Ace of Drinks, Ace of Cups. You know, let us warm you up, warmth, that feeling of fulfillment coming back into your life, pouring back into yourself. Like I'm seeing someone even being like, yeah, I am going to go get that coffee. You know what I mean? And just learning to enjoy your own time, learning to be discerning with your time, who you want to spend time with, who can really support you in this new cycle of life. What are we doing? Closing angel message. Forgiveness has come out in the reverse. Really just letting something go. C'est la vie. What will be, will be. And doing that such thing and bouncing back. Expanding like your heart space. You know, and understanding that, you know, if this is the opposite and you're feeling like you can't let something go, like understanding that it's only yourself you're upsetting in doing that. You know, forgiveness is setting yourself free. Also did just want to, you know, what chakra could potentially be blocking Sag's forward movement? Indigo, crown. Just, you know, that alignment, that, you know, removing the illusions of life, connecting to source, putting yourself out in nature, allowing that natural need to explore, come out, and getting rid of those who cannot come and being okay, being in a space of acceptance with that. I feel like there's something more I need to say, but no, I think that's it. Yeah, know that you can. I'm going to wrap this up, Sag. I'll see you in the next one, and I love you guys.